Satchidanand.
Jai Sachidanand, Saileshanandji.
Jai Sachidanand.
My question is along the lines of what you just said. I have two-part question. One is, you said this is a journey, but part of Vaishali feels like when there is, my hisab is with a lot of guests. So constantly I have mehmans coming in and out, in and out. And dealing with different prakritis, I get caught up. And then I feel like I don't make enough time to do Gnan-related things. But I'm getting in the doership instead of feeling like I don't have to do anything to remain in Gnan. It's something that I just live. But the intellect part still tells me, I didn't get to chance to do my vidhi today, or I didn't get to do so that means I'm off the balance, like those things have to be done. So how do I explain that to the intellect part, that this is not a path of doership? It's something that you're already separate from your real relative. And how do I practically remind myself, or do I just put an intention out and then it will be reminded?
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to share with you. I'll quickly share this. See, my sister Madhvi was admitted on Thursday to the hospital for knee replacement, and Friday was the surgery. And so these 3 days, Shailesh Bhai had to go to other hospital, take care of, and with the other doctors, other theaters. But it was so simple. I'm Shuddhatma, Dada Bhagwan, remain with me, and whosoever was unfolding, I just see the, as far as possible, relative real Shuddhatma. Then Shailesh was taking care, Prakruti, whatever was required. So sometimes that again come back. So, and one Mahatma was coming at night for taking care. So in the morning, we just did the satsang. See, the avasthas are unfolding. We spoke few Siddhastuti words and just came to the same thing, that whatever the avasthas are unfolding, let me remain in Shuddhatma, try to see Shuddhatma. So guests are not really very big challenge. So the Vyavasthit is bringing them and taking them away. You just remain Shuddhatma and tell Vaishali that you do your job smilingly. It is not a very catching your heart. Accept your own designs or prejudices. It's very simple. But you tell that I'm Shuddhatma, and whosoever comes, let me see relative real Shuddhatma. And you give Vaishali single point agenda. Dispose the files amicably with equal સંભાવથી ફાઇલોનો નિકાલ કરો, સાથે સાથે શક્ય હોય તો વૈશાલીના મન વચન કાયથી સૌને સૂકતા. That's as simple. You don't have any other objective. Let them do whatever they want to do according to their prakriti. So this keeps Vaishali's prakriti also simple and happy. And you as Shuddhatma can see the relative real Shuddha. See, I have come to the experience that whatever you do or not do, this mind, speech, body, according to its capacity, according to its connectivity, or according to its hisab, whatever you name it. I don't name hisab very because the hisab words brings botheration and burden on me. Oh, hisab.
Right. Yeah.
So I just say whatever is unfolding circumstances or avasthas of Shailesh. Shailesh is never going to be without avastha. Guest or be guest or no guest or whatever.
Yeah.
And if there is no film, what Shuddhatma will see? So Shuddhapayog is every moment. That's what I'm saying. Doing vidhi is just trying to enforce Shuddhapayog. Here you are lucky to keep Shuddhapayog all throughout. If you can't do vidhi, this seeing Shuddhatma and remaining in the moment with the Agnya is biggest vidhi.
Yes.
Sorry to say, but I'm not able to do full charan vidhi any single day nowadays. I can't do that. But then I can keep my Shuddhapayog. And I use whatever Siddha Stuti or whatever is required for my Chetan state of being.
Yeah. I think what I realize in this conversation is that the reason I feel like they're the problem, meaning that this file is the problem.
You are not happy with the guest coming.
No, it almost feels like, it almost feels like things aren't going my way. Right? I mean, earlier you said pakado chodo. So
who's my
Vaishali's way. Vaishali's. Things don't go Vaishali's way, so she needs something to point fingers at. It's not because of this or that. So problem is not the situations outside of me.
Mhm.
The problem is here in Vaishali.
Yes.
I get that.
And second thing, it's good to do vidhi. It's good to do Kirtan Bhakti. It's good to remain in Satsang. But Dadaji categorically said
Mhm.
that files are first, fourth Agnya, then the fifth Agnya
Right.
comes. And we can leave it in the amongst or amidst everything.
Yeah.
So, if we have spare time, it is good. So, these are all beginning steps
Yeah.
that you do punctually vidhi, you do punctually Kirtan Bhakti to keep your Chetan Avastha in force or in awakened state. But once you are done with that, yes, try that you can do vidhi. Dadaji, give me that much time that I can, Vaishali can. But otherwise, what is vidhi? It is all breath in and breath out is vidhi.
Yeah. And I think
It's
what I
saying
realize is,
here.
yeah, and I see the mind playing the way it does things because when there's no guests for a long period of time, then the mind complains, "Oh, your social life is so dead. You have nobody
Yeah.
to hang out
So
with."
mind speaks
You know,
both ways.
yeah, it works. So it's just a mind thing. I have another question, but you can go ahead and
Yeah,
take
please.
Mirabel's question, and then I'll come back to the second part. Jai
But
Satchidanand.
am I okay about this thing which
Oh,
I'm
it was
sharing?
very clear. It was very clear. I understood. Thank you. I
Jai
understood.
Satchidanand.
Yeah, Jai Satchidanand.
Because that gives you the another how the file one is unfolding in different situations.
Yeah,
So that's why I shared my recent example.
yeah.
So one has to go through many phases. So Dadaji gave another simple, very beautiful sentence. Whether we go to cremation home or whether we go to somebody's marriage, we are same.
Mhm.
Can you understand that? Or whether we are put in jail or we are put in mahal or palace, we are
Yeah,
same.
we're same.
Who
Yeah.
is same? Both are same. A.M. Patel as well as Shuddhatma. Shuddhatma Dada Bhagwan is always, but even A.M. Patel has
Yeah.
equanimity of in all avasthas or phases. And
Yes.
our mind, why we get caught up into mind? Mind has liking and disliking.
Mhm.
Mind likes certain guests and mind doesn't like certain guests. So why we should get caught into that?
Yeah.
We should know Vaishali is liking, Vaishali is not disliking. Not Vaishali, Vaishali's mind is liking, Vaishali's mind is not liking. And be the knower and seer of the mind.
Yeah.
So once we get out of the mind or once we become knower and seer of the mind, many things, puzzles will go away.
Yeah. Yeah. Get
Jai
it.
Satchidanand.
Satchidanand.
Jai Satchidanand. Mirabel?
Jai Sachidanand, Saileshanandji, Jai Sachidanand, Kanka, and all the Mahatmas. Vaishali, Ben, your questions are always amazing because they are
Yeah,
so
real,
similar to
practical.
and they're so similar to what I am going through also, and I appreciate all of the nyan that comes forth to help. My question actually is on that last line of Pulin Anandji's list, that line number 14, and to some level to what Vaishali Ben also said. I also have lots of guests that come to my house, lots of guests, my in-laws, friends, like it kind of has a rolling cyclical life, right? They more and more and more and more, and then sometimes I really the Purusharth is my question, because I look at everyone as Shuddhatma. By relative viewpoint, they are whoever that relation is. By real viewpoint, they are Shuddhatma. What I'm finding is it is easier for me. This is my two-part question. It is easier for me, or 1.1.2, easier for me to look at this existing ongoing samudra that comes, the sagar that comes, rather than who's in my own house as Shuddhatma. And that is something that I'm really sometimes struggling with, because I will say, like, for instance, we had a random guest come yesterday. I opened the door. There was something, we weren't expecting him, and I was leaving and I came back because this guest was home. And I was, this Meera was like furious because I'm like, oh my God, nobody told me. I don't know if I have enough milk at home. I don't know if I have it. Like you don't know what's there, right, for this person. But I saw that person as Shuddhatma. Okay, he has come. He's our guest. He's our mehman. I'm happy. At home, though, I was furious at everyone that was there. Why didn't you let me know? At least I could have prepared for this and all this.
Yes.
And how do I that is my second part of my question. How do I ensure that Purusharth I'm looking at these the 14 items. So maybe before every day, every morning, because we don't know when the guest is coming, should I just say, let me see everyone as Shuddhatma? How do I manage that? Thank you, Saileshanandji.
So one thing is, I'm Shuddhatma. That's for sure.
Yes.
So now to remain steady in Shuddhatma is my first job.
Yes.
So I look at Miraben also, when Miraben is at ease or when Miraben is puzzled because of the situation. And sometimes roughly so, not always. So Miraben is also not wrong. Miraben is a relative correct. So I see Miraben and I talk to Mira, means in your place, I talk to Mira. Okay, situation. Okay, pull down.
Yes.
do the things, whatever you can do, amicable equanimity. There's no need to become emotional also.
Correct.
So guest has come also brings one emotion with it.
Correct.
So inside, get out of that emotion. These are files to be
Yes.
disposed amicably with equanimity.
Yes. Yes.
Then see what best can be done. And other thing, you can always try. See, there is nothing wrong in trying to talk in Vyavhar or try to get organized. So you can talk with your husband or whoever is there. Other states that is welcome, but for better organization, it is better if some intimation is there, so we can plan out this. So at ease, and you can friendly tell your who other nimits at home, so who may be instrumental for mehmans to come or guests to come. If they are coming due to you, directly connected with you, then you can slowly spread word that I feel happy, but sometimes I'm bound with other work. So I will all be happier if you inform me, or if mutually we decide the time. In US, nobody can go without calling anybody. Even a home member cannot go to anybody.
I know.
So, and I don't know what happens if somebody goes without calling or without intimation. So slowly you have right to spread the word that for the public, or sometimes humorously you can say also that everybody has a personal life, also personal time also. So that is fine. But when the situation is unfolding, coming, you tell Mira, cool down.
Cool down. Got it.
And do normally without any emotional getting upset. Do whatever. Second thing, what bothers us many a times is guests have come, so at least I should do this and do this rasoi and something should be in order, or how kariye to guest sachwaye. I think we have to, that's our own design or notion is bothering us. Guests have come, whatever is possible in that situation. Dadaji said another wonderful thing. રોટલી ને પાપડ, રોટલી ને અથાણું હોય, એક બે વસ્તુ તો એક બે જ ખવડાવજો, વાંધો નહીં, પણ ભાવથી કરજો. અને 10 વસ્તુ બનાવો પણ અંદર ભાવ બગડે તો એ વસ્તુ બરોબર નથી. So with prem, you can say that in a given time, I have been able to prepare 2-3 things. But when they see your heart is good about, I think the files will not have any claims. Instead, we try to make 7, 8, 10 items, and in doing that, my back is hurting, and my mind also starts hurting, and my bhav also gets spoiled. So, despite eating 10 things, they may have different feeling. So I think these little small clues may be helpful to us.
Oh,
Right?
Jai Satchidanand. Thank you,
It's a-
Saileshanandji. I will tell Meera that. Thank you.
So these are all files. But yes, at the same time, be transparent, be open, talk to your own family members also, talk to sometimes, let the guests also know that this is not a dharamshala that anyone can go and come and the staff is always there.
With Sambhave Nikal, I'll do that.
Sambhava
Thank you.
Nikal. And the third point,
Mm.
Samabhave Nikal is very important thing to understand.
Mm.
Sambhave Nikalma Dadaji has said is both the things.
Mm.
Don't stick to anything,
Mm.
don't push away anything. So at the same time, how long the guests will come till they feel that, oh, they are always welcoming, they are always friendly, they are always doing everything for us. So be neutral.
Mm.
So let them, okay,
Mm.
what's the purpose? Okay, finish that and go get off. So
Ah,
don't foster the files too much with your Vyavhar beliefs. You get my point?
that is very
Probably,
powerful. Yes.
probably difficult to get into that.
Yes, that is very
But
powerful. Yes.
it's something like there are so many patients. I
Mm.
finish the work nicely, but the doctor immediately moves to next chamber. He doesn't remain strict because he knows that he will not move away. He will take more of my chair time, and I have to do so politely, nicely moves to other chamber, and that finished into another chamber.
Ah. Okay. I know I it's so powerful and so simple, and thank you. Yes. Yes. I do. Meera
हमारा
just
हमारा बुरा नहीं दिखे
mm,
ऐसी हमारी एक नोशन में हम ज्यादा उसको आल पंपाल में लगते हैं
हाँ,
इज
हाँ.
मोर
Yes.
देन फाइल सो somebody asked दादाजी
Uh,
कि फाइलों का संभाव से निपटारा करना
mm,
मैंने फाइल को राजी करना
mm.
तो दादाजी बोले राजी करना नहीं करना ऐसा नहीं नाराज नहीं हो जाए उतना ही देखना है क्लेम न रखे राजी
Yeah.
करने मत जाओ
You have to explain that to me, Saileshanandji. I'm sorry. Yes.
राजी करने मैंने डोंट गो प्लीज द फाइल्स इट्स नॉट अवर जॉब टू प्लीज द फाइल्स इट्स
Okay.
अवर ओनली जॉब इज दैट द फाइल्स आर नॉट displeased or they don't have any claims for us.
Okay. Okay. No
It's not our
displeasing.
endeavor to please everybody who comes to us.
Mm,
It's
mm.
our endeavor that nobody puts a claim onto us and nobody is hurt.
Okay. I'm writing that down. Okay, I'm writing that down. Yes, because I have to. That's going to be my Agnya sticker. That'll be one of my stickers.
No, otherwise, what will happen?
Mm,
The world, people will come on pouring. So
mm.
this is a nice house. We get peace. We get good food. We get this. We get that. We are free. Let's go to Mira. Mira's house.
But Saileshanandji, when you're in an extended family, the dynamic is different. The relatives aren't coming to see Vaishali, or Vaishali doesn't have the desire to serve them, full Gujarati thali. But my mother-in-law does. She wants to. So then the whole your schedule gets taken off, shaken off. Then you have to serve the way they want to serve them. So the whole dynamic kind of shifts. So
Yeah, I understand.
the guests are filed. You don't have any ill intention towards the guest. They're welcome. But in my mind, it starts going to a place of, oh, this is so you start dreading it, instead of welcoming them. So
That's what all I thought. So ભાવ બગાડ્યા વગર જેટલું થાય એટલું કરજો.
yeah,
ધીમે ધીમે સાસુ નહીં સમજાવવાનું.
right. I'm working on it.
Yeah, I can stretch myself, but
Yeah.
my spines will not. Someday I'll not be able to do anything
Yeah.
more.
Yeah.
Someday. Anyway, you know the way. This is just the gist of the thing which we are trying to share.
So my,
Jai-
sorry, Mirabai,
Vyavhar has
No,
Vyavhar.
this is perfect. I'm just saying, Jay Sachidan, this is exactly
Oh,
perfect. Thank you, Jay.
Another aspect of Vyavhar I'm sharing with you. Miraji is lost.
yes.
Dadaji said one another sentence. See, this is all a cumulative thing. Don't take one single at one. These are all angles. Dadaji said the donkey, as long as healthy, people will go on putting the weight on that donkey. Unless the donkey goes to the care home, he is not relieved. So, Vyavhar is like that. So long as people feel that you are taking load, you are able to, will go putting the loads on. So pray Dadaji, Dadaji will show you the way out.
My question, the second part of my question was, Saileshanandji, growing up in an Indian family, you're taught to be good girls, right? So you don't speak up against your elders.
No.
And a lot of times my intellect kind of twists the gnan in that sense too, that they're elders, they're your parents, you don't speak up against them. But at what point there is a healthy boundary where Vaishali feels like she's being heard, or is Vaishali supposed to live completely lamb-like and surrender and don't have any, preferences? And how do I set this boundary?
No, it's not. See, Vaishali with love can always say that, okay, mom, can I have my time? Go to your room 1 to 4 for rest or whatever dealing. Or mom, can I be with my children for a while? Can I do it? So you take out your times.
No,
You
those things happen. Yes, those kind of things are not I'm talking about on a bigger level, right? Like, for example, if somebody is coming over for a guest, their insistence it should be basudi puri, sikhand, blah blah blah, the full meal. And my thing is, can we just make, pav bhaji? It's a one item deal. You're done with it. There's a lot of conflicts because their thinking is atithi devo bhava, right? You've got to treat them with full on respect and for some reason we can't be on the same page because belief
It's
is that punya
very
khavdavati wo punya made, and I get it, that you feed others and you get their punya. But there's, and I try. I'm not saying but sometimes
see that's these are belief based things. So pray Dadaji that how can I work with the beliefs, and not really they will not be able to leave their beliefs totally, but at the same time if you can with love convey sometimes that yes, I would also honor that, but see there are some limitations of time, limitations of doing other things, limitations of the body.
Yeah.
So I feel you would be happy mutually, or otherwise tell that okay, Vaishali is happy to can do happily this much. Would you share? Would you join hands and
right,
put
that we do.
somebody's shoulder?
Yeah.
But with
No.
love. See, the whole key is, I think, at inner level, we should not get spoiled. Whatever we do, વ્યવહાર કરવાની છૂટ છે. અંદર બગાડવા ના દેશો, ભાવ ના બગાડશો. પ્રેમથી બધું કરો અને પ્રેમથી કરો.
There is an inner conflict sometimes though, because between the intellect mind and the
I fully understand. Yeah. But pray Dadaji will show the way out. Because if you want to go by your intellect, or see, America is a country of independence. You can do that. Okay, let me have my own life, or I also have my own life. Don't enter into my space. People say that. But I'm sure that in your scenario and with Agyan, you will not be able to do that. And even if you do that, probably it will not be having very harmonious outcome. So work a slow way, pray Dadaji, and find out your timings. Otherwise, second thing which I told, that inner clarity is more important. Let the 15 people come. Nobody can enter into me.
Yeah, that is correct.
Good in drama and should be still be in Shuddhatma without boredom. burdenless and botherationless. Burden and botheration is more out of our own beliefs, out of
Totally.
our own prakriti, because it should be like that. I know it's so mental level.
That's where the problem comes in, is because the inner part, it's
Stop counting the guests.
no,
How
I'm
many?
not counting the guests.
No, I'm just so joking.
I
Today,
But
four people
I
come,
think
one in the morning, one in the afternoon, one in the evening. What is this?
no,
Stop counting. These are all circumstances, nothing more than that.
true.
But
I
at the
think
same time, work your whatever you have to look to Vaishali file 1 also.
yeah.
So with love, you can chart out your way.
What I'm seeing is that the reason this happens is because file number 1 gets so tanmayakar, it gets so caught up in the drama of whatever
Yeah.
is happening on the outside, is that
That's what I'm
that's
saying.
why, yeah, I feel like there's,
So let file 1's machine. See, actually, Prakriti and Vyavasthit are tuned up.
Mhm.
They will Sahaj Bhave, the things will keep on happening, Nikal.
Yeah.
We remain in our place. It is out of these all complexes which makes the thing heavier or bothering. Otherwise, Prakriti, Vyavasthit, everything is tuned. Let it allow Sahaj Bhave. Stop counting.
Yes,
Stop
I
putting the
understand.
labels. This should be there, this should not be there.
Yeah, so what I'm understanding is work on me. Don't worry about what's happening on the outside.
Yeah, and then it's more benefit will come by working with
Of course,
your
yeah.
file 1. Less benefit may accrue by working outside. Still,
Correct.
you have the right. You can always express yourself. It's nothing. See, in my clinics also sometimes happens. Sometimes there are patients in line and sometimes there are aram nadi. So when there are patients in line after working for 3 continuous hours, Silas gets tired. So I tell my staff that, is it possible now? Stop here.
Yeah.
So my staff understands that Saab is exhausted
Yeah.
or something like that. Still, I may have to see a couple of them.
Right.
Not to drive away the patients or something like that. But still, I express, and that's a fact that now my physical energy has come to a point when it's getting dragged.
Yeah.
But you can express yourself quietly, coolly, with love and other things. And if it happens, well and good. If it doesn't happen, then also well and good. Something.
Jai Satchidanand.
Okay, Saileshan, our time is up. Can you do 3 months of please follow?
Yeah, sure.
Vaishali,
Lalita ji, any end remark?
No, it was a lively discussion.
Okay.
That was good. Thank you.
Namo Vitragaya.
Namo Vitragai.
Namo Arihantanam.
Namo Arihantanam.
Namo Siddhanam.
Namo
Namo
Siddhanam.
Namo Ayariyanam.
Namo Ayariyanam.
Namo Vajjayanam.
Namo Vajjayanam.
Namo Loye Sawa Sahunam.
Namo Lui Sabha Sahanam.
Aiso Panchanamukkaro.
Eso Panchanamukkaro.
Sawa Pavapanasano.
Sabbapavapanasano.
Mangalanam cha Sauvesim.
Mangalanam cha Savesim.
Padmam Havai Mangalam.
Padmam Havai Mangalam.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namah Shivaya.
Om Namah Shivaya.
Jai Satchidanand.
Jai Satchidanand.
Satchidanand. Mahatma, our next program will be tomorrow morning at 6:30. Busy. Please join. Thank you. Thank you, Saileshanandji, Mahatma.
Jai
Jai Satchidanand.